Um, Obviously, extremely disappointed for our guys. I thought it was one of those games that we knew exactly how it was going to be. It was going to be a hard-fought, back-and-forth game, and that's what it was. But I thought our guys did a good job coming out the second half, kind of getting the momentum by going down, scoring a touchdown, hitting the big play to Christian, then defensively getting the takeaway and converting that into points. And but ultimately, I thought we just started, especially on the offensive side of the ball, too slow. I mean, we go punt, fumble, then we score a touchdown. So, it's only a handful of plays that separate these types of games. And like I told our team, I mean, we're going to have to earn the right to potentially come back here. And it's not going to be easy, and we got to put in the work. And but I'm confident in the resiliency of our group, and that they're going to continue to fight and push each other to get better and stay connected, because I do think we have a pretty good football team.
When you go against a team that can put up points like these guys, how much pressure does that put on you and the offense to get something like every time?
Yeah, I mean, that's good football, right? They're a really good football team, very well coached, a lot of great players. And it's tough to come into somebody else's building. I mean, you gotta play better. So I think there are some areas that we can really look at this where we have to improve upon. Situationally, like third down, that was critical, and then not coming away with a touchdown there at the end in the red area, that was tough as well. But I think really offensively and defensively, the third and fourth down was probably the difference in the game.
Jared was, I think it was 10 to 10 in the fourth quarter. What was he doing? What were they doing?
Yeah, he had time to throw. They ran a ton of screens today, and that really hurt us. So I'm sure there's some things that we can do differently, things we got to look at. And they've got great playmakers, and they just try to get them the ball. And those guys can get. They're yak machines. I mean, all those guys that they can get the ball to. And then they were able to get some down the field where he had the time to step up in the pocket. And Jared Goff he's an excellent quarterback. He's playing as good as anybody.
Matt, I know it's no surprise to you that the Lions seemed like a go for it on fourth down, but the one that they went for and they didn't convert, such guys up in great field position in the last one. Did this shock you at all that the Lions went for the goal position?
Not necessarily. Maybe the one at the end of the game a little bit. But, that's how Dan has done it throughout the course of his career. And so it doesn't necessarily surprise me. But that gave us an opportunity there. We just, hats off to them. They executed and we didn't.
What did you look at the OPI at the end there? And if you did, what'd you think?
Well, it's unfortunate. And, that's what I was talking to the officials about, because there was another one. I thought that potentially our guy got picked, but they said their guy was running around. Bottom line is, if you're running a shallow cross, you got to avoid the defender, and we didn't. So that was a tough one because we weren't even trying to throw the ball to the right side. The play went off schedule, and we found Jacobs, and Jordan did a nice job, buying time, scrambling in the pocket, and finding Josh there. But obviously that was a tough call, and we gotta do better.
What into that slow start on offense? You guys have been playing so well, obviously, on that side of the ball.
They're a good football team that's going to challenge you, and we knew that. They're going to play a ton of man coverage, load the box. I mean, those yards that our runners were able to get today were hard-earned yards. But that's the style of play that they have, and it's tough to go against. You got to be really good, and it forces you to make a lot of plays. And fortunately for us, we had a lot of guys make plays. I thought Christian Watson made multiple plays in the game. I thought Wicks there at the end made a bunch of plays. I thought Jordan did a pretty good job all night long, and he was under duress on many of those plays as well.
What did that guy say to you?
Yeah, I've never been a part of something like that. He was talking junk to our players, giving them the throat slash sign. And you're trying to de-escalate it, and then he gets in my face. So I thought it was pretty unsportsmanlike. Like, I've never seen that. I've been on many fields, and usually they police that much better. I thought it was an arrogant fan that, wanted to get in part of the action, and just, I would like to see security or something step in there and get him out of there, because he shouldn't be doing that. Yeah.
It's just a small thing, but you win the opening or you win the toss. What goes into the decision? That's kind of a tough decision on playing an offense like this. You want to try to get up right away, or you trying to?
Yeah, hindsight's always 20/20. Part of the reason we decided to defer was, if you remember the first time we played these guys, it didn't go our way at the end of the half. I just thought it was going to be a tight battle. And if we were down at all, I wanted the ball to start the second half, is really what it came down to.
You guys are still in a really good position for a playoff spot. What gives you confidence that you can come back here potentially in January?
Well, yeah, that's a long way away. And if we don't look at what we have right in front of us, then we're doing ourselves a disservice. Like, you got to keep your eyes down and just continue to work and grind and get better, stay together, and just all these games from here on out, like I told our team, they're going to come down to situations like this. And I do think we have a really good football team. I think we're going to get everybody's best shot, just like we're going to give everybody our best shot. And it's just a few plays here and there that really separate these types of games.
Was that on the offensive pass interference? Was that supposed to be a screen to read the other direction?
Yeah, it was a bad play call. I shouldn't have called it. They were in base defense. Bad play call. We tried to sneak them through. Wasn't able to get through. Play went off schedule. And then we had, in case he was covered, we had Christian running a shallow cross so the quarterback can progress from him to Christian. And obviously the safety was coming down to cover the back. They collided. Play went off schedule. Got called for OPI.